Right-wing reactionary voices often argue that leaving the ECHR would reduce immigration, but this claim collapses under even basic scrutiny. The UK joined the ECHR in 1953, yet immigration only began to substantially rise to the numbers that we see now, decades later in the 1990s and 2000s. Let's look at the facts and get to the bottom of why immigration has ramped up since the 1990s. Margaret Thatcher pushed hard for UK integration into Europe. And who was she opposed by most fervently? The left. Tony Benn, Dennis Skinner, all Eurosceptics. In 1986, Thatcher signed the Single European Act. This act led to integrated labour and investment markets between the UK and the EU. This was a neoliberal's dream. Free movement of goods, capital and services, but the fourth clause was free movement of people, i.e. workers. Thatcher believed that the high inflation of the 1970s could be reduced by lowering the wages of British workers. And a great way to do this is by increasing the pool of workers within the country, i.e. allowing more people in. Is it any wonder that the Party of Labour opposed European integration? Or that today trade unionists like Mick Lynch support Brexit? After Eastern Bloc accession to the EU in the mid-2000s, the number of immigrants skyrocketed precisely because of this single market mechanism. Now people will say that ECHR membership means we aren't able to reject more asylum claims. Have a guess when the lowest level of asylum application grants were. It's 2004 under Tony Blair, the government seen as most aligned with European human rights legislation. And guess when application grants were at their highest? The 1980s under Thatcher, the leader which most of the voices who proposed leaving the ECHR idolized. And when asylum applications fell after 2002 from a peak almost identical to what we see today, was it because we'd left the ECHR? No, it fell after the Blair government passed the Nationality, Immigration and Asylum Act, which allowed for faster processing. So why do right-wingers bring up the ECHR all the time? Well, some I suspect aren't intellectually curious enough to actually find solutions to bring down immigration. They just want to latch on to public anger so their newspaper columns sell. Others may know full well that ECHR membership is not correlated to immigration numbers, but their blind sycophancy to Margaret Thatcher means they have to scrabble for irrelevant side issues so they don't blaspheme her. If you are interested in bringing down immigration, please do not fall for this. You are actively being lied to, and your goal will never be reached if you continue to believe these people.